Welcome to Infidelity Truths. Before we dive into today's gripping story, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more thrilling stories just for you. Let's begin.
I threw away a treasure for a fleeting thrill, and now I'm left with nothing but the echo of my own mistakes. My story is a warning. Be careful what you chase, because you might lose the one thing that held your world together. I never thought I'd be the one telling this tale, but I destroyed my own happiness with a single, reckless choice. It began with a whisper of doubt. Is this all life has for me? Clara and I had been together for 7 years, married for 5. She was my anchor, steady, thoughtful, the kind of person who'd leave sticky notes with silly doodles in my lunch bag, who'd stay up late helping me prep for a big presentation, who'd hum softly while cooking dinner. But somewhere along the way, our spark dimmed. Our evenings turned into Netflix marathons, our conversations into small talk about bills or groceries. I wasn't unhappy, but I was restless. I mistook comfort for complacency. Then came Julian. He was a freelance photographer, hired for a project at my design firm. He was magnetic, charismatic, with a sharp wit and a way of looking at you like you were the only person in the world. Where Clara was predictable, Julian was a wildfire. His stories of traveling to remote villages, his bold ideas, his effortless charm, it all made me feel alive in a way I hadn't in years. When he'd lean close during a meeting, whispering a sarcastic comment about our boss, my heart would race. I felt seen, desired, like I was waking up from a long sleep. It started innocently enough. Coffee runs turned into lingering chats. Texts about work turned into late-night conversations about dreams and fears. I told myself it was harmless, that I was just enjoying a friend. But one evening, after a team happy hour, I didn't go home. I told Clara I was stuck at the office, working late. Instead, I went to Julian's loft, a cluttered space filled with camera gear and art. That night, I convinced myself I was chasing something I'd lost, a version of myself that was bold, adventurous, free. Julian didn't ask about Clara, and I didn't bring her up. It was easier that way. The affair became my secret world. Stolen moments during lunch breaks, weekend work trips that were really getaways, quick glances across the office that felt like a shared conspiracy. Each time I lied to Clara, I promised myself I'd make it up to her later. I told myself she didn't love me the way Julian did, that she couldn't make me feel this electric. But deep down, I knew I was trading something enduring for something that wouldn't last. Clara found out 2 months later. She didn't scream or throw things. She just sat me down one evening, her hands folded tightly in her lap, and said, "I deserve the truth, Mark. What's going on?" My stomach dropped. I'd left my tablet open on the counter, and there it was, a string of messages from Julian. Undeniable proof of my betrayal. I stammered, tried to deflect, but her eyes, steady, hurt, unyielding, cut through me. I confessed everything, expecting her to fight for us. Instead, she went quiet. Her silence was worse than anger. "You broke us," she said softly, and those words carved into me. I begged her to stay. I swore I'd cut Julian off, that I'd fix it. I deleted his contact in front of her, but she just looked at me like I was a stranger. "You didn't just cheat," she said. "You chose someone else over me, over us, over everything we built." A week later, she packed a bag and left. The apartment felt like a ghost town, her favorite mug gone from the sink, her scarf missing from the coat rack. She left a single note on the table. "I hope you find what makes you happy." Julian was ecstatic. No more hiding, no more lies. He thought we could start fresh, but the thrill I'd chased was already fading. Without the secrecy, his charm felt shallow. He didn't ask how my day was or notice when I was stressed. He didn't make me feel safe, just noticed. I started to see the cracks, the way he'd brush off my worries, the way he'd forget promises, the way his attention wandered to the next shiny thing. 4 months in, I knew I'd made a terrible mistake. One evening, I drove by our old apartment building, parking across the street. The lights were on, but they weren't ours anymore. I pictured Clara inside, maybe laughing, maybe reading one of her worn paperbacks. I sent her a text. "I'm so sorry. I miss you. Can we talk?" No reply came that night. A few days later, I saw a post on a friend's social media, Clara at a farmer's market, her arm around a man I didn't know. He looked kind, grounded, the way she deserved. She was smiling in a way I hadn't seen in years. It gutted me. Desperate, I called her. She answered, her voice calm but distant. I poured my heart out how Julian and I were done, how I'd realized too late what I'd lost, how I'd do anything to fix it. She listened quietly, then said, "Mark, you didn't miss me. You missed the safety of me, the part of me that loved you even when you stopped loving me back." Her words shattered me. I asked to meet, just once, to say goodbye properly. She hesitated, then agreed. We met at the pier where we used to watch sunsets. I arrived early, my chest tight with hope and dread. When Clara showed up, she wasn't alone. The man from the photo was with her, his hand in hers. He didn't glare or posture. He just stood there, steady, like he knew she was his home now. Clara and I talked briefly. She said she'd forgiven me, not for my sake, but for hers, to move on. "I hope you learn from this," she said, her voice kind but final. Then they walked away, her laughter floating back to me on the breeze. Now I live with the weight of what I did. I chased a fleeting spark and lost the woman who was my foundation. I thought I needed excitement, something to shake me awake. But what I had with Clara, her quiet love, her steady presence, was the real treasure. By the time I saw it, it was gone. Don't make my mistake. The things that glitter fade fast. Hold tight to the ones who show up for you, day after day, in the ways that matter most.
Thank you, my amazing subscribers. Wow, what a journey. If you've made it to the end of this story, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Your support means everything to me. Every time you watch, like, and comment, you're helping keep this channel alive and growing. And trust me, the best is yet to come. I see all your comments. I feel your love, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. Your thoughts and feedback inspire me to create even more powerful stories. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. More shocking twists, emotional journeys, and real-life lessons are on the way, and I don't want you to miss a single one. Together, we're building an incredible community, and I'm so grateful to have you on this journey with me. Stay strong, stay inspired, and remember, sometimes life's greatest lessons come from the most unexpected moments. See you in the next story.